Well, that was a spooky way to end Raw. We're gonna talk today about the Wyatt Sicks making their reveal debut on Monday Night Raw. This was really exciting, guys. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Matt. Welcome to Assemble. Let's talk about the highlight, which is the Wyatt Sicks, the Wyatt family making their debut all together. And there are 5 members that were showcased in this whole segment at the very end of Monday Night Raw, and I gotta say, this was probably one of the best produced things WWE has done in a very long time, and quite possibly one of like the best things that Triple H has done creatively. Jey Uso wins his match in the main event. He's celebrating with the crowd. The lights go out, you can hear the sounds and you can hear the piano playing, and you know that it is Bray Wyatt's theme. We see the door, the smoke, the fog, and then you get to see the door open, and crawling out to the beat of the piano keys comes Nikki Cross wearing a really creepy mask, which was really well executed. Cross then points, and the TV direction is where it really gets awesome. They go behind the scenes, they go behind the door, and then you start drifting backstage. You see Eric Rowan standing there with the mallet from the Bludgeon Brothers with the words help written on it, and also the Wyatt logo, the ring, red ring on the mallet itself. They then transition to the back, and I love this shot though the most because you have all of the chaos, people taken out, people just murdered people on Raw last night. And then you got all of the smoke, you have the sparks falling down from the roof that everything has been destroyed. You got another masked figure sitting in the back watching on. You got the Wyatt logo just flickering on the TV behind them. They go further backstage, more Wyatt members there, and then you could see Chad Gable knocked up against the road case, blood dripping down his face. They also, right before they transitioned, there was blood splatter on the wall too. And then we get to see Uncle Howdy, a new version of Uncle Howdy, much different than the original. So if you can see the screenshots I posted up on screen here, you can see what we were dealing with the original look of Uncle Howdy and what this new version, scary version of Uncle Howdy looks like. Definitely a different approach to it. Kind of feels like a blending, a merge, an homage to Bray Wyatt mixed in with Uncle Howdy, and then they make their way to the entrance ramp, grab the lantern, say we're here, and that's how Raw ends. It's absolute chaos. Yes, there are 5 members shown here for the Wyatt Sicks. So we got the logo that showed up on screen. The group is seemingly named Wyatt Sicks, SICK6. And even online, it was previously reported who the members were going to be for all of this. So you have Dexter Loomis as Mercy the Buzzard, Joe Gacy as Huskus the Pig, Nikki Cross as Abby the Witch, Eric Rowan as Rambling Rabbit, and Bo Dallas as Uncle Howdy. So you have 5 members of the Wyatt Sicks. Who's the 6th man, brother? My guess, honestly, is that the 6th member is Bray Wyatt, and that it is obviously a love letter and tribute to Bray and everything he created in that world. Oh, it's so good. I absolutely love this whole segment. And if that is what they're gonna do and they don't reveal like Lexa Bliss or somebody else within the group, I do like it that it would be this core 5 people. Bliss would be excellent, I think, because of her relationship with Bray Wyatt, her history, the Fiend, all of it. They may add her. They may make her the 6th person. We don't know yet. There's so much that can happen with this thing. But if they keep it as the 5 and the 6th person is Bray Wyatt, I absolutely love that. For me, everybody, comment below, please. What did you think of this whole segment? Did it work for you? What do you expect them to do? For me, this was, again, one of the biggest highlights of Raw in a long time. And I'm gonna have another video going in about just all of Monday Night Raw because there's a lot to unpack. This was tremendous for the TV direction and how they were revealed. My concern with the Wyatts and all the teases is that it would get too long. They would drag it out way too long because we've been getting teases now for months. And I enjoy that. I like all the cryptic stuff. We knew it was coming. So that wasn't a surprise. It was how they were going to do it. And I like the shock value of it happened on Raw in the main event, after the main event, and then Raw goes off the air, and that's what we get. So it leaves all the unanswered questions. And this is the stuff that I think WWE is probably going to do more of in terms of cliffhangers, leaving you wanting to know more. And the great thing about the Wyatt family, Wyatt Sicks, is not knowing what they're going to do. They bring chaos. I think Braun Strowman was taken out in the back too, if I'm not mistaken. Like if you look at near the road cases and who was knocked out, I swear it was Braun, maybe somebody that looks like Braun, and he had Chad Gable as well taken out. And I love that because it's not heels or baby faces getting attacked, it's everyone. Everyone should be worried about this. That's what's cool. But it's gonna really depend on how WWE executes and delivers on this as a story. Will the Wyatt Sicks just show up from time to time? Will they just ensue chaos randomly? Will they actually get into matches? This is the one area that has me concerned though. I absolutely love this. It's a healthy balance of the spooky theatrics and all of that and the theater of it, and blending it with wrestling and Bray Wyatt and all of it coming together. I think the WWE, I give them the most trust here with this than Bo Dallas specifically, that they can execute on this, that they can make this work. My concern comes down to wrestling, is that from a production and theater standpoint and storytelling device, it's all wonderful, but how is it going to translate to in the ring? Are they all going to wrestle? Are they all going to wrestle with the masks on? Are they all going to just reveal themselves as who they are? And is WWE going to acknowledge them, acknowledge me, as who they are in the world of WWE? So yes, you have Uncle Howdy, probably won't be referenced as Bo Dallas, but when you do have Dexter Lumis, when you have Joe Gacy, Nikki Cross, Eric Rowan, are they going to be portrayed as themselves with these alter egos when they put the masks on? I can't see them wrestling with the masks on all day long. Can you? I think that it's going to be very interesting how they do this, because the one issue, and again, it was under Vince, and it was just, it didn't work, and it fizzled out obviously. And the passing of Bray was incredibly sad. So we never got to see what would happen with Wyatt Family, with Uncle Howdy, and with Bray, and where they were going to go with it. But when they were doing the original run with Uncle Howdy, they had like moments where it seemed cool and spooky, and he was on screen, and he had the big rubbery puffy mask and the big top hat. But then he got in the ring and started running ropes, and it kind of like breaks the illusion of it all, that it was scary. Like you start doing wrestling moves on the guy. So I don't know how they're going to do this. If it were me, and as a fan, I would probably keep Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, as the figurehead, as the one in the background, not necessarily get involved in like a match. But if you can have the likes of Eric Rowan and Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis and Nikki Cross running around, interfering in matches, maybe having matches, I don't know, but eventually they would have to do something. But maybe not. And that's kind of the other part of this. Maybe they don't. Maybe they use the Wyatt Sicks as merely a storytelling device where they bring in chaos, and somehow, some way, they would have to have a foil. Like they have to have somebody going up against them. Otherwise, they just destroy Raw all the time. And do they show up on Raw and SmackDown? Do they go to the PLEs? What's going to be their role? I love that there's a lot of unanswered questions here, that we don't know what the direction is going to be. And are they just creating the chaos to everything in WWE? But yeah, what would it lead to? Do you get the Wyatt Sicks in a War Games match? I love the blend of everyone involved. And I do really like that like Joe Gacy's involved. I think it's really cool that Dexter Lumis is back. He's going to be doing something. Bringing Eric Rowan in is a perfect fit. And Nikki Cross as well, who has just been floating backstage doing the creepy stuff and the stalking stuff, and it's leading to this. The redesign of Uncle Howdy's character visually, I think, was excellent. He looks bigger, he looks more menacing, he looks evil. The other version of Uncle Howdy that we got, he looked a little too cartoony for me. It was really hard to, suspend the reality of what was going on when you'd see him in the leather jacket and the top hat and yeah, the big puffy rubbery mask. Like I said, this version looks scary, like The Fiend and Bray and Uncle Howdy mixed in together. And based on reactions online I've seen too, people are going nuts for this. They're absolutely loving it. I also want to see how WWE within storyline reacts with this. And what I mean is people that are taken out. Chad Gable gets taken out and he's left a bloody mess. How is this going to now impact Chad Gable? Chad's doing his own story with Otis and everything, and that is still going to be happening. But when a lot of people got taken out, are they going to acknowledge it next week? Is Chad Gable going to become paranoid? Other people that were attacked, are they going to be nervous for stuff? If referees were taken out backstage, are they going to be worried about what's going to happen to them when they go out to the ring or go backstage? What are they going to do to kind of keep it going, the momentum going? Are you going to see Chad Gable being worried and nervous about everything, and if he's going to get attacked or not? Are they going to acknowledge that he's got like a big gash on his head by next week? Those are the pieces that I need to see how WWE follows through with it to know, is it gonna work? Because I have a hard time believing that they'll just put Bo Dallas in the ring one-on-one with like Cody or Jey Uso or Sammy or something and have a one-on-one match. I think what they need to do is probably keep this as chaotic as possible and lean more into the theatrics and the chaos of it over Raw. Just very curious if they are doing this now. I would really hope, and I would suspect, they have a long plan in place for how they're going to execute on this whole story and where these characters are going to go. Guys, what did you think of the reveal of Wyatt Sicks, the Wyatt family? Wonderful tribute in my eyes. Really loved it. Love the production of it. It worked for me, brother. If you want to talk more WWE news updates and everything else WWE, click this video right here. We got way more to talk about. Have a great day. See ya.